Good morning, Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. July 20th. July 20th, 2021. Welcome, everybody. I am live here back in my office. A few days of traveling. And let's see, there's my notification. And there's a sound check. Yep, sound check. Perfect. All right, so people should be joining. Got a few new things that Jamie and I are working on. Going to talk about our little trip away to the Finger Lakes. We did a big catering job up at Ravine Cellars up in the Finger Lakes in Geneva, and then we were exploring some new wineries and checking some things out. So, good morning, everybody tuning in. If you're tuning in live, please drop a comment hashtag live. If it's on the replay, hashtag replay. Jamie's on. Jamie's right next desk over. Jamie's going to drop a picture of something in a little while that I want everybody to take a look at. And so it is Monday. It is 8:23. If you're tuning in live, we are busy morning for me already. I've been smoking brisket. I actually cleaned the dumpster out this morning. The dumpster we were on a regular basis last summer of scrubbing the dumpster out at least once a week. Really good. That really hasn't happened that much this year. Last year when we were doing our lobster bakes, of course, throwing away lobsters can get pretty stinky. But nonetheless, any dumpster with anything going in, it gets pretty stinky. So I had the dumpster on its side this morning, hosing it out, scrubbing it out, bleaching it, soaping it, and making it smell nice. Briskets are out there smoking. They'll be smoking all day today. Got a few menu changes that are going to be happening. If you're tuning in live, drop a comment hashtag live, and or on the replay. Just need to send a quick message here. Let's see. Got a lot going on. We're doing some work on the Airbnb today at the pool, pouring a little more concrete. Got guests staying there. Then they check out Thursday, and we have new guests checking out on Friday for the weekend. Then we have week-long guests coming in. So the Airbnb has been super, super busy, which is fantastic. A lot of inquiries for weddings next year. So good morning, everybody tuning in. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Heather. Oh, there's Joel. Hey, Joel, how's it going? We were in the Finger Lakes for 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We returned yesterday, Monday. So almost 4 days. We're up there. We're doing a big catering job, and we explored Cayuga Lake this time. We've always explored the west side of Cayuga Lake. We haven't been to the west side of Cayuga Lake in a while. So we said, let's do the east side, knowing that there are only a small handful of wineries on the east side. There's not much going on the east side. They're kind of off the beaten path of all the wine trail. Nonetheless, there are wineries on that side. And Quarry Ridge is there, Hearts and Hands, Long Point. What was the last one? Kings Ferry, Jamie? What was their other name? Treleaven. So we visited a few new wineries, 3 wineries, and only one of the wineries has really impressed us enough to bring the wines in for our list. The other wineries, not bad, making decent wine, making some really decent wine, but nothing that will like knock our socks off. So there's one winery that just hands down was like, wow, this stuff needs to be on our list. These guys know what they're doing, like just amazing. So 1 out of 3 is not bad. So we'll be having some new wines in from the east side of Cayuga Lake here pretty soon, as soon as we can order from our distributor. A new Pinot Noir. Literally, Hearts and Hands is probably one of the best Pinot Noir producers up in the Finger Lakes. That's what they're known for. They made the New York Times a couple months ago as one of the must-try New York wines. So they are making some exceptional wines. Small production, very small production, like 2,500 cases. Very, very small. Some Finger Lakes producers go up to 50,000 cases. 1 or 2 of them will go over that, but most of the small wines we can buy from are 10,000 cases, 15,000 cases, 7,000 cases. Hearts and Hands is like 2,500 cases. So very, very small operation. Very impressed. We stayed in Aurora last night, the night before, at the Inns of Aurora. Very cool there on the west side, east side of Cayuga Lakes. That was awesome. Jamie and I, when we've been traveling a lot to see Justin play baseball, so we're out in Jamestown, we're out in Elmira, we're in Corning, we're in Batavia, we're in Geneva. So we're traveling a lot this summer, midweek while we can, to watch Justin play. And we've been to a lot of restaurants, and Um, it's the time here where Jamie and I are unfortunately raising our prices on our menu. We just can't keep the prices that we've been doing. Like our burger right now is $11.99 for a full 8 ounce grass-fed, grass-finished burger. Some of the restaurants we go to that aren't emphasizing anything real ingredients as far as we do farm to table are selling an 8 ounce regular burger with no sides for $17 to $18. So it's time that the price on everything has just gone up drastically. I've talked about that in a lot of our Facebook lives. I've kind of been prepping that that's what's going to be happening, and that time has come. Restaurants. Here's a quick breakdown on restaurants. Restaurants are supposed to run about a 33% food cost, ideally 33% labor cost, which leaves you 66% of every dollar going to labor or food. And then they think that the theory says that you can pay all your bills and do that and have about 5% left. And that all varies based upon the operation and the volume and all that kind of stuff, right? So, um, but what happens when your food cost is 45%? Then you put on 35% for labor. When you're at 75%, 70, almost 80%, there's not much left to pay bills. There's not much left to live on. And unfortunately, the food pricing has skyrocketed to force a lot of restaurants to either making changes and raising their prices, or just not being profitable at all. And I don't know of anybody who really runs a restaurant as a hobby. Even the people who have lots of money to do it sort of for a hobby, they still want to make money on their investment. They don't want to lose money. So unfortunately, that day is coming this next week where we're going to bump some prices up. Very unfortunate. We tried to weather it out as long as we could. We're up in the air about our $9.99 special during the week. We're not sure what we're going to be able to do and how long we're going to do it. But here's one big change that we're going through. We're going to start putting sides back on the dishes. So the salmon will come with rice and vegetables again, or risotto and vegetables, or risotto. So the steak will come with crushed garlic potatoes and sauteed vegetables. We're going to go back to that format. Um, that's where I think, or I know, the majority of when we get a complaint, the majority of our complaints come from that. Well, we ordered a steak and there was nothing on it. Even though we explain we're a la carte and here are the sides, people don't hear that, and they just, you know, don't order any sides. And then when they get just a steak or just brisket on the plate, they're like, well, this isn't disappointing. Like, where's everything else? And then by the time they go to order it, so it takes time to come out of the kitchen. It's just not a good experience. And I have other people, even my friend who owns all these restaurants, he's like, Marcus, this is the best menu you've ever had. There's flexibility. Everything is fantastic here. And I explained to him, he goes, yep, people just don't understand. He goes, I don't know why. They don't take the time to read. They have a preconceived notion. And then all of a sudden, because they didn't read, it's all of a sudden your problem now that they don't have any potatoes with their steak. And and so we're going back to that format of putting things on the plates, and the prices you will see a $21 steak go to literally $32, $33. That's literally what's going to happen. We During COVID we did that because we wanted to make things more affordable, and we made our sides much bigger, and gave you the flexibility, and it's working fantastic for us because we get to use more local produce, much more. We get to go through a lot more local produce, an insane amount more of local produce. And now people would order, like when it was asparagus season, people would order their steak with asparagus, and it was just fantastic. Or steak with local kale, and it's just I'm kind of worried about not being able to go through the kind of vegetables we were going through, all the local and supporting all the local things when it comes to that, because the sides were a good seller. But again, that's where most of our complaints come from when we got complaints. Because people just weren't reading. So it's one of those things that I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I'm hoping that it is a good idea. Either way, it's tough to raise the price of a $20 steak to $25 with nothing on the plate. So that's the kind of tough part. Something we're thinking about doing really well also that I really, really like. And running a business, any business, is a matter of just experimenting, trying things out, marketing things. If they don't work, you try it, you tweak it, you do whatever, and you keep going. So we're going to, Jamie, you want to drop that picture?
I'm not sure it's going to drop. I'm having a really hard time with it, but I'll
Are you?
try.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. It's not, yeah, it's just dropping the link.
Did you save the picture?
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
I can't see I can't share a picture from my album on this feed.
Interesting. Can you snapshot it? Screenshot it?
How can I get it there?
Maybe a screenshot saves it somewhere else. No. Okay.
Nope, I'm trying.
Okay.
I tried sending it to my computer.
Okay.
It will not let me put it on.
So Joel's saying paper. You do a lot of takeout. We do a lot of takeout. So even paper goods are through the roof. I placed an order last night for some basic paper goods, $650 for nothing but paper goods. And that's not all I need for the month. Like every 30 days, we probably order $1,000 of the paper goods. These are to-go plates, to-go cups, packaging, all this kind of stuff that for takeout. And like when you're done at the end of the night, and you say, well, I have a little bit of this left. I'd like a to-go container, that stuff like that, and then regular to-go containers. We spend almost $1,000 a month on to-go containers. We could buy very cheap, inexpensive styrofoam, but everybody knows we're not about that at all. It's biodegradable. It's Green Restaurant certified stuff. It's made in America stuff. So for us, it's not about. A lot of restaurants are looking to do the cheapest possible things and save money. That's not our goal ever, and our quality is going to stay the same because it's the food that we personally eat, and that's what our brand is. That's what our beliefs are. Those are our personal beliefs. We're not the restaurant owners that eat at Whole Foods and then all of a sudden turn around and give you the worst food possible. So that's not us at all. So if you've ever seen, maybe I can show you on here. So
Sorry, I just cannot get it on there.
there are some restaurants, and we've seen more and more lately, that when they make a Caesar salad or a romaine salad, they give you half the head of lettuce. And it's literally half the head of lettuce, and you cut it and eat it, and they douse it with all the dressing and stuff. So literally, let's see, you can see that right there. That's our version of a Caesar salad, half a head of romaine lettuce. One of my friends actually grills it, makes a grilled
That's not
Caesar.
ours now.
That's not ours now. That's what we're experimenting with.
You said that's ours now.
That's what ours would look like.
Okay.
That's what ours would look like. That was my dinner last night. So half a head of lettuce with all the stuff on it. We're going to try a pear salad that way. What that's going to help us do, it's going to help us with labor in the kitchen because labor is a really tough thing. It helps us with labor. It's going to help us be very consistent on the portion size of your salad. It's going to save us on space. And it's going to it does a lot of really good things, which is why restaurants love to do salads like that because there's less prep work and it's easy execution. So there's no mixing in a bowl. All of our salads get mixed in bowls, and then when somebody says I don't want blue cheese in my pear salad, you have to grab a new bowl because you can't mix it in a bowl that previously had the previous order with blue cheese. Or when they say I want extra this or I don't want that, and so you literally have this whole stack of bowls sitting around on the salad station that get in the way, and it's a lot. So if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have all those bowls around. It's a home run when it comes to logistics. Home run when it comes to logistics. So we're going to probably try that and see how that works. You'll get a lot. That's a big salad, by the way. I had that for dinner last night. That's a nice big salad. I was going to do like a regular size and then one for one and one for two. But that's a really big portion size right there. So that's a story with that. Really nice and amazing presentation, like really amazing presentation. And I realize that some of you don't want to work for your salad, like you don't want to sit there and I totally get that. I totally understand that. Ordering a salad sometimes it's having everything done for you and you just eat away. I totally understand that. But it's going to help us logistic wise in the kitchen. So those are some of the new ideas that we're thinking of coming out with and doing and experimenting and see what happens. And I wish we could really stay with this a la carte because I think it's much better. I think it's much more flexibility. Because what happens when you order a steak with potatoes and vegetables that are already coming with it, a lot of times people say, well, I don't do carbs, so can I have extra vegetables? Oh, and then can I have this other vegetable? Can I have some other vegetable that's not even on your menu or not even like listed here and there, or that comes from the salmon dish or whatever? And it becomes a logistical nightmare in the kitchen, which is why some restaurants put on their menu on the bottom, no substitutions, please. Because it's a lot to substitute and do that. If we know that all 5 steaks are by themselves and the other person on the next station over on the veg station knows, hey, I need 3 broccolis, 2 potatoes, 1 crushed potato, and an order of kale, it's so much easier to merge that up into the window on separate plates and send it out. It's so much easier than trying to trying to say, well, this steak needs five steaks, and two of them are no potatoes, extra veg, and one doesn't want zucchini because they don't like zucchini, they want extra broccoli, and you try to get everything on those plates and get it up. It is a logistical nightmare. But again, most of our complaints, when we do get a complaint, is because of that reason, because the steak comes out without anything else on because they didn't read the menu. So it's unfortunate. I really don't know what to do on that side. It's very, very unfortunate. All right, that is it, folks. We had a great wine dinner last night. A really great wine dinner. 4 Italian whites and a dish, salmon and local corn risotto. That was $29. That was last night. Really, really good. A lot of fun. We were busy last night, too. We were at a point where we were, again, turning away people on a Monday night. People are always shocked when they call and say, oh, I just wanted to see if you're open tonight. Yes, we're open. And we say, if you want to come in, we recommend reservations. Oh, you think I need a reservation? We need a reservation. Folks, every night is fortunately busy, which is fantastic. So you need a reservation. Now, here's the tricky part. I don't know what to do about this. Maybe I can get some input on this. We have people that just don't show up for their reservations, which sucks for us. Totally sucks. Because all of a sudden we're busy on a Saturday night, and then all of a sudden you have 3 tables at 7 o'clock. No show. No call, no show. Folks, no call, no show is staff's job. Just kidding. So they don't call, don't show up. We call them, and they at this point nobody ever answers the phone, and they know they're supposed to be at a restaurant, and the restaurant's calling. They just don't answer the phone, and nobody ever answers the phone. And so this screws us big time because we only have 15, 16 tables. And if 3 tables that are 7:30 seating don't show up, the staff loses out on their tips. We lose out on revenue in a very tight, tough industry to begin with. And we've been turning people away. So somebody like you might have called 10 minutes earlier and we said, no, I'm sorry, we're booked. And come to turn out, 20 minutes later, we have 3 tables open, 3 4-tops open in the back, in the garden. And so it's just, or when we seat somebody, we're like, we only have one table left. You have our last table. And you sit them down, and all of a sudden they see 3 empty tables for the next 45 minutes, like wondering what's going on. Like, were they lying to me? So we don't know what to do about this. Like, it is very frustrating. It's a big financial burden for us and the staff, but people just aren't considerate. They're just not concerned at all. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Really, the only option here is to take somebody's credit card deposit and have a kind of a policy that, hey, if you don't show up for your reservation, you're going to, if you don't show up, if you're late for your reservation half an hour, you're going to get charged $10, whatever, $10 a person. That's the bottom line, because it's sucks when people, and they do it every single night on the weekends. It's crazy, and it's not one table; it's 2, 3, 4 tables, and I don't know what's going on. The other day we had guests show up that had a 7:30 reservation. They showed up an hour early, and they were upset that we didn't have a table for them an hour early. Like, we just don't have empty tables. And even if you've been coming here for 15 years, I can't force somebody out of a table because you're an hour early for your reservation or 45 minutes early for your reservation. So so then they get mad at us, and we're the bad people because we don't have the table, and we're just going to go somewhere else. Well, no, you made a reservation for 7:30. You were an hour early. Now I have to lose out on my 7:30 reservation. You're going to cancel now. You're not going to come in for it because you were an hour early, and now I have an empty table at 7:30. I'm going to try now. Now I have to try to fill that table. I probably can on a Saturday night because we have walk-ins we're turning away. But how if it was a different night? If it was like a Monday night in the fall time, when we're not as busy as we are right now, and just the lack of consideration with people right now is just astonishing. Joel's saying $25 deposit. Yeah, $25 deposit. You want a table? $25 deposit. If you don't show up, we keep your $25. That's just the way it goes. Be an adult and call. You know if you're not coming. It's no surprise if you're not showing up. So be an adult and call. If you have $25 in the game, then you'd know that, hey, I got $25 in the game, and I'm gonna at least call them. At least have an hour ahead policy or something. If you don't call within the hour, sorry, we lose $25. It's really one of the only solutions that I can think of is getting a deposit for reservations, because literally it's insane to be able to have that kind of a financial, between staff getting paid all-time high wages, not enough staff, people on overtime, food skyrocketing in price, and um, and then people no showing. It's just it's actually disgusting. It's really really disgusting. So that's it, folks. That's it for today. I got to get on a phone call here in a couple minutes. Today is coaching day. We talked to several of our clients today, and yeah, so we had fun this weekend. Stay tuned, folks. Jamie will be on live later, I believe, doing a cocktail. It's Tuesday, so it's really coaching day. I have to coach clients, and then I get coached tonight from my coach, my business coach tonight, Brad Lee. I get on that phone call tonight. So today's a day of learning and sharing ideas, and helping other people, and getting help from other people. So that's it, folks. Have an amazing, amazing day here, and we will talk to you later.